bow to the First Order.
Hey everyone, First Order here, and in this video we are going to go over most of the deleted scenes in Star Wars: The Last Jedi. So let's get started. Now this video will contain spoilers for The Last Jedi, so if you have not seen it, click off this video. And this video won't contain every single deleted scene because there is about 30 minutes of deleted content within the film, but so far, this is all of the deleted scenes that we know currently so far, and most of these will probably be on the Blu-ray of The Last Jedi. Anyway, let's get off with the first deleted scene, and that is Luke Skywalker's last lesson to Rey. Now, a lot of people did point out that there isn't a third lesson for Luke and Rey. Well, this is why. It was cut from the film, and I can see why. This one's probably the most important scene that was cut from the film, and basically, after the scene when Rey says, "Kylo failed you, I won't," she looks outside and she sees multiple boats heading towards the island. Luke tells her that there are bandits who regularly come back to the island to plunder and kill the caretakers. Rey is very concerned and then runs out of the temple. Luke stops her and tells her that if she was a true Jedi Knight, that she would let them die and only step in to keep balance. Rey is furious and runs off. Luke calls back to her, but she keeps running, and actually does something called a Force-augmented run, which has only been seen in one other Star Wars movie, The Phantom Menace. I'm surprised that they actually added this because it's a prequel content, so that'd be pretty cool to see, and this is the scene that I'm talking about that was cut from the film that can actually be seen in the behind-the-scenes trailer of The Last Jedi. She gets to the village, runs through the door, and finds the caretakers having a party with Chewbacca, R2-D2, and Porgs. All the caretakers are waving sticks to simulate lightsabers. One actually imitates what Rey is doing, and Rey gets very pissed. She runs back out to Luke, and they both have an argument whether or not that was okay. Luke does recognize, though, that he did take this step a little too far. So that scene, I see why they cut. It just didn't really fit in with the mold of the film and kind of like screwed up the pacing of that. So let's get on to Canto Bight. Canto Bight has a lot of changes, and I'll basically summarize every single one and not go into full detail. We originally saw more creatures in Canto Bight and more creatures leaving Canto Bight. There was rumors that there were 85 practical creatures that was used for the sequence, and apparently some may be even reused for the Han Solo film. There is a confrontation between Finn and Rose where Rose brings up Rey. This is when Finn says from the trailers, "I finally have something to fight for," and that was Rey. Rose apparently gets very jealous and says, "Whatever," and walks off. During the scene when Rose tells Finn about her backstory, in the background you could see Broom Kid. She even added some more stuff to her backstory where she reveals that she did have family members taken by the First Order, giving them both a connection. The chase scene with the animals was longer. It had one sequence when one bashed into a bathroom, and this one involves on Snoke's ship. On their way to go to an elevator, they both get spotted by a First Order officer. This officer begins to chase them, but the three and BB-8 escape on an elevator. The elevator stops and a stormtrooper squadron walks into the elevator, one of which is Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's character says, "Hey, I know who you are. FN 2187, damn boy, I never took you for officer material," and they walk out. I can kind of see how this was cut from the film. A lot of casual people would think, why didn't the stormtrooper know who he was? But I can imagine the First Order would hide this from First Order records because they wouldn't want other stormtroopers doing the same exact thing. Later in that same sequence, we see DJ actually selling out Finn and Rose. Rose yells out, "How could you?" But then DJ rolls his eyes and says, "I'm sorry, I turned out to be exactly what I said I was." And one last deleted scene that I'm actually surprised did not make it involves Phasma. Right after Phasma's helmet gets broken and you can see her eye, 6 stormtroopers go to Finn and about the fire, but Finn yells at them to stop, then tells the stormtroopers about what she did on Starkiller Base. The stormtroopers then slowly realize that, hey, this is true, and almost open fire on Phasma, but Phasma takes out her blaster quickly and kills all 6 of the stormtroopers before Finn can use his baton to strike her down. This is very much in Phasma's character, so to be honest, I would have rather seen this and not be cut. It's probably going to be on the Blu-ray because it can be like a minute or a minute and a half sequence, so I can see this being on the Blu-ray. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, blast a like, and all that good stuff. What deleted scene would you have liked to see the most? Comment down below. Anyway, if you're new, why don't you subscribe? For all things Star Wars, this is the First Order, signing out.
Sector is clear. Not clear! Not clear!